Space 101.1 welcomes you to Broken Alaska, the world's only ongoing, improvised radio drama series. It's the eve of the mayoral election, and it looks like Brick is about to pull off the biggest upset in the political history of Alaska by defeating the universally adored longtime incumbent, Tommy Frost. But first, there's the little matter of Gordy, the Canadian oil company geologist who's about to drill a test well inside of Brooks Books and Other Things.
If you don't step away from that drill, man, I'm going to let the cat have you. This is a place of business.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to, minimize disruption.
Minimize? How about eliminate disruption?
Gordy, you cannot drill without an environmental impact statement.
I've had to put tarps over fiction, nonfiction, cooking, science, and biography.
I will not let this travesty occur. You will not drill. As head of the town council, I am in charge of who drills where, and you are not drilling in the middle of this bookstore.
Well, I'm sorry, everybody, but I got the okay from Winnipeg.
Heather runs this town, which is at times unfortunate.
For once, I am in agreement with Brick.
And never mind the environmental impact. What about the impact on my business? This is a part of my livelihood.
Well, you know that if we find oil under your business, you might get a cut.
I don't want to cut. This is my home. How
It's a
dare
really-
you come in here?
Oh, it's
and
a
try to
really
drill-
nice bookstore, too. I really like it.
Well,
here.
it was, wasn't it, Gordy?
Yeah,
Well,
until
it
you
will-
pulled the roof off it to stick that drill right in the middle of my counter.
Well, we'll put it back together unless we find oil, eh?
Mayor Frost will have something to say about this, I assure you.
And so will Mayor Brick.
Mayor Brick, Mayor Frost. I have something to say about it. Nobody's listening to me.
I've got to say, Heather, I've been to a lot of towns where I drill test wells, eh? But I've never seen anybody chain themselves to the floor like that. That's really impressive.
This is my place. This is my town. And as God is my witness, you will have to drill into my heart, into my moose soul. I am the breath and the life of this community, and I will not let you destroy it. I love these chains. I love this floor. You will not drill.
Oh, don't worry. I'll just get one of the riggers and cut the chains and move you out of the way. It's no problem.
No, you won't.
I have the power of the moose within me. I am going to lie on this floor and breathe and become the moose. And I will let this spirit reign over this broken town, and you will not drill.
Well, I am a little hungry. Maybe I could go get some lunch and come back.
Good. That's great. Go to Felcher's. Go to Austinville. Go to Kenai. Go anywhere but my bookstore. I'm going to be sending your company an invoice for the repairs to my roof, the repairs to my floor, PTSD counseling for any and all of my cats.
And my chains, I'm going to make you pay for these chains.
Okay. I'm going to go get some lunch and I'll see you later.
Thank God he's gone. Oh, I've got to start moving stuff over to Munsky's. Anywhere will hold it. Here, no, Sarsfield. Out of the box. I've got to put books in that box. This is not a time for you to be a cat.
Hey, Mark, I'm sorry about all this. If I was mayor, this wouldn't be happening.
I'm really grateful to hear you say that.
Mark, whatever happens, I'm with this town on this, all right?
I know.
Just remember that.
I better put some more tarps down, and I'll see you at the election eve party tonight.
Anyway, I've got to go and head over to Election HQ and find out what Tasha's doing.
See you tonight.
Sorry, Heather. I just got to step out through here. Watch your legs there. Okay.
Have fun at your party tonight. Tomorrow, Mayor Frost will win once again, and he will take his rightful place as the greatest mayor Broken has ever seen. Because tomorrow on Election Day, you are going to lose. Lose.
All right. See you later.
Lose.
Moments later, Brick is in his office with Tosh, his Ukrainian campaign manager. The latest poll numbers are in, and it looks like the Brick wave is about to become a reality. But they're leaving no stone unturned.
Tosh, I have talked to everyone 3 times today.
In Ukraine, we have a saying, 4th time charm.
Oh, goodness me.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
Yeah, well, I can walk up and down again and say hello, everyone.
Perfect. And while you do, you take these candies with you. I take the M&M. I have been up all night. See? I take the white Sharpie and I put the line down the M and it turns into a B. Goodbye, M&Ms. Hello, B&B for Brick and Brick.
Wow. How many have you got there?
Oh, bags.
Looks like there's thousands of them.
Filchers had so many. They not know the expiration, but
And you used a marker?
yeah, the white Sharpie.
Isn't that toxic?
Oh, toxic. You Americans, everything is toxic. You know nothing about toxic.
Hey. Now, what happened with this ad in the paper?
Well, Joey refused to print your ad in Bugle, so...
Really?
Yeah,
Right,
but-
the only
but-
ad that the Bugles ever had an application for years, and it gets knocked back.
Yes.
Wow.
True. But I take to Austinville, and there is full page ad now in the Austinville Gazette. Maybe some Brokenites be in Austinville and they will read it.
Well, I tell you what, Tosh, would you get on the phone when we're finished here, order me 200 copies delivered urgently, and I'll just put them out tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Good idea. And your heart is showing, Brick. People now see who you really are. And with you as mayor, things will change.
I think you're right. I really feel that people are really on board with it. I'm so pleased. It makes me so happy.
And we will celebrate you tonight at the party.
Okay, well, do those things. I'm going to go and talk to everyone again, and then I'm going to head over to Rose's.
She's going to make, what is it?
She's making the centerpiece, the flowers, and all that for the party tonight.
I don't know what you said to Rose to convince her to be able to put up that big billboard. Come on, tell me your secret. How did you do it? How did you soften her up?
Well, you know, Tash, I may not know some things, but there's one thing I know, and that's women. You know, I could talk the robe off the Statue of Liberty. I am an expert. It took a while, but she finally succumbed to my charm.
Oh, you're not an easy man to say no to, Brick.
Oh, well, thank you. I gotta go. Oh, by the way, could you shoot down the laundromat and pick up a package of laundry that's waiting for me there?
No.
You're listening to Broken Alaska, radio's only ongoing improvised radio drama series. Visit us on Facebook at Broken AK and catch up on previous episodes via your favorite podcaster. As we return to Broken, we find Brick at the produce stand going over the plans for his pre-election celebration with the constituent who matters the most to him, Rose.
I think it's going to be about this big, and the centerpiece will be sort of an oblong shape. I'm using these chrysanthemums, and then I was thinking maybe some white roses to sort of set it off. What do you think, Brick?
Well, I had a couple of ideas. I'll run them past you.
Of
And
course.
I was thinking that we could actually have like the seal of the town of Broken, maybe set on an Alaskan flag sort of thing, as a centerpiece. Yeah.
How big were you hoping this was going to be?
Oh, I don't know, 8 feet by 4 feet.
You don't know that I can do that. We only have about 2 hours left before the party starts, Rick. I don't
yeah.
think I'm going to be able to do that. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. It's just an idea. I just thought it was kind of sweet.
It's a great idea, but...
Yeah, well, I like your ideas.
Hey, I wanted to thank you, too, for letting me work up in the lab still. Even though those German scientists are really kind of weird to be in the same room with, I do appreciate all the time you've let me spend up there, because the sprout that I've been growing from the dried herb has gotten really big. It's almost like 6-7 inches tall now. I don't think it's oregano anymore, though. I don't know, maybe it's a sage or... Anyway, I've been meaning to get Carlos up there to look at it. You know, he has a PhD in botany, but he's been so busy with his brother Manuel trying to redo the Mamacita Cantina, I think is what they're going to call it, right? The old Harbor Palace restaurant.
Yeah. Yep.
Have you been in there? I took a look through the windows. It looks like it's coming along nicely.
I've kept my eye on it. You know, they got a permit for that. Did you know that, Rose?
Of course they got a permit for that. Everybody needs a permit for everything. But...
Yeah, but they actually got one from Heather.
Yes. You should see the salsa fountain they're putting right in the middle of the room.
I
It's
have
really
seen
cool.
it. I have seen it.
I think you're going to be able to take tortilla chips right up to the salsa fountain and just dip them right in. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Are you all set for the party tonight?
Yeah, I've just talked to everyone 4 times today, so Everyone I know is coming, except maybe Heather. I'm not sure whether she'll be
Oh, she'll come.
there. You think?
I know she's been really anti your mayor election, but I think she'll still show up, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
think so,
As long as Gordy doesn't show up, that's all I care about.
He's trying to start work down at Brooks Books and Other Things today, isn't he?
I
can't believe he's going to drill right in the middle of the floor.
I can't believe any of it, Rose, honestly.
Brick, tomorrow when you win that election and you become mayor, you need to make him your top priority. You need to get that driller out of this town. Promise me that'll be your first priority before anything else, before the potholes, before streetlight installation, whatever. Just take care of the driller.
That's number one on my list of things to do,
Good.
Rose. Yeah, I noticed that you and Gordy have been spending time together. You know, it's hard not to see.
Oh, well, I mean, we've been having dinner together sometimes, but, you know, I'm trying to convince him not to drill in Broken, and I'm trying to get the idea across that he doesn't have to do this, and I've been subtly trying to, you know, convince him to go elsewhere. That's what those
So
dinners
that,
have
like
been.
the subtle hand brushing and holding hand thing, that was just you working on him to get him out.
You know, have you noticed how polite that guy is?
He's
so
polite. He's very...
Yeah, he has a lot of pictures of his puppy, too. It's really cute.
Really? His puppy? You've seen his puppy pictures?
Hey, you know what I was thinking, Brick? After you win the election tomorrow, maybe to celebrate sometime next week, maybe we could go on out to that 500 acres of land you have outside of town together and maybe see where you're planning to build your cabin in the woods.
Really?
You know, maybe we could pack a little picnic lunch and walk out there together on a sunny day, and you could sort of show me around. What do you think?
That would be the most wonderful thing I could think of doing, actually.
Wonderful.
With
Good.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Next week.
set in stone.
Like Wednesday? Does that work for you?
Perfect.
So just win the election, throw that driller out of town, and then you and I'll go on that picnic.
Well, don't worry about that, Rose. Getting him out of town and getting this whole chapter behind us is number one on my list. I
Good.
want that to end, believe me.
I'm glad to hear we're on the same page.
Oh, we are. Right, if you believe nothing else about me, you can believe that.
I believe you, Brick. And I believe in you, Brick.
Oh, you take my breath away, Rose. Okay, yeah. I'll win the election, I'll get him out of town, and then next Wednesday you and I will have our tete-a-tete.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You've made my day.
Good. Well, now I just have to finish making your centerpiece. So, what do
Yeah.
you think? What about this one? Oh, this rose has a couple of sort of bad petals on it, but I can pop those off, and it'll still look really nice, I think. What do you
I
think?
think so.
Things are not so pleasant at Brooks Books and Other Things, where the Gabian Energy crew has set up a huge drilling rig right outside, removed part of the roof, and a giant drill bit stands poised to plunge into the floor right by the cash register.
Parnell, you get down from there. We've got to get you out of here, buddy, so you come on, be a good cat. Come down off of the fiction shelves. Please, we got to get you in the cat
Okay, Phil,
carrier.
can you
Get
put the
out of
target down on the floor where the drill bit is going to go right into the wood?
Hey, Gordy,
Okay, beauty, eh?
why are you doing this to poor Mark?
Well, you know, George, the thing is that the permit that allowed us to drill was really, really broad. And it even gave us permission to drill any place we want. It was amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
Now, come on, I need you to be a good cat. Look, Sarsfield's already in the carrier. Please, just get in the carrier. Come on, I need you to help me out here, please.
What's the date on that?
It was from 20 years ago, eh?
20 years ago?
Yeah, like August 14th, I think.
Come on, buddy.
Okay, well, if you'll excuse me, Homer, can you put those steel bars over there instead of over there? Because they're going to be in the way here.
All right, look, Gordy, if you're going to have to drill, could you at least do something like put some more visqueen up over historical fiction? Oh, I got to get Brooks' picture off the wall.
Hey, Mark.
Oh,
George.
and Homer, put the Visqueen up over the world history section. I don't want any oil splashing.
They're going to
over
punch through the foundation of the building. It'll be structurally unsound. I'll have to pull the whole thing down.
there. Bart, can you make sure that the drill, when it comes all the way down, it's not going to hit the rest of the roof? Because I don't want the whole thing coming down, eh?
Sarsfield, there you are, buddy. You come here.
Let's see now. So I got the map. I just want to make a last minute calculation here. Okay, yeah, the angle's right of the drill. Double check. Yeah, there's no gas lines underneath the store.
Hey,
I
Mark.
hate it when we hit a gas line. It makes such a big mess, eh?
I think what we should do is go over and check with Heather and see if she found anything that says that they get to do this. It ain't over till it's over.
It's over. I've got Winnipeg's least wanted roughnecks
Betty.
punching a hole through my building right now.
Betty, can you make sure that the capper is in place just in case we do hit oil before we get down to the 7,700 foot level?
It's always darkest before the dawn, Mark.
Okay, beauty. So, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to ask you to leave now for your
Oh
own
no,
safety.
I am not leaving my own bookstore.
Well, I
You are
understand,
not
Margaret.
punching a hole through my livelihood. If I have to bungee cord myself to a drill, I will do it.
Well, don't worry, Mark. We're going to minimize any environmental impact to your business.
Oh, I'm about to do some environmental impact. I'm
Oh,
going to
Mark.
impact you right out the front door of my bookstore.
Mark, come on.
Well,
Mark.
you are not taking my livelihood from me.
I'm
this is
sorry,
the last piece of Brooke Allen that I have left in this earth.
Mark.
I don't know who this Brooke is, but I have to call the people in Winnipeg to tell them that we've started drilling. So I'm sorry, but I know I'm Canadian, but even we have our limits to our patience, eh?
Guess what? You've just hit mine.
Well, all right. Betty, you in position?
Betty, don't you even think about it.
Okay, give her!
No! That varnish has been in place for decades.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Mark? I can't hear you over the drill.
You're drilling right through history.
No, history's over there.
The floor.
Oh, I
The
thought you
floor
meant the
was-
section.
the
Sorry.
floor was-
I need you guys to get out of here.
Oh,
for your
shut
own
up,
safety,
Gordy.
eh?
George,
Come on.
you let go of me.
No, come on,
George,
buddy.
you let
come,
go of me.
Come on, Mark.
Gabian
Mark.
Energy won't be responsible if you're killed.
Mark, come on. Let's go to the dinghy. I'll buy you a drink.
I own the bar, George.
Yeah, sure. You can buy me one.
Looking good, Betty. Are we down at the 100-foot level yet? The people of Broken have packed into Brick's office for his pre-election bash. They've always liked a winner and are enjoying basking in his glow. Of course, the election isn't the only thing on their minds. There's Gordy and his test wells, and Mark continues to be plagued by dreams of Pugsy, the little dog whose body holds the spirit of President Warren G. Harding and who has been sent by Mark's mother to save the town. And, well, that's enough setup for now.
Wait, this is a really good party, isn't it? This is wonderful. Gosh, I really like these B&B.
So, Mark, I'm really sorry about the bookstore, but I'm sure they're going to do everything they can to keep the building in one piece.
I don't know, Bert. That building's toast.
Yeah, it is.
Listen, I've got enough gold to build that place into a palace if you want.
I don't want your gold, George. I appreciate it. That bookstore was irreplaceable, and it's gone. It's done. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to pull it down, start over again somewhere else. The bookstore was the last part of my life that made any sense, George. God, my career is... I don't know what I'm going to have to do about my career. I don't know where I'm going to write another book. The bookstore is where I did all my writing. That was my office. That was my space. That was where I did my best work. To make matters really worse, George, Bert, I see Rose. She's palling around with Brick. She's having dinner with Gordy, that fiend who's currently punching a hole through the last bit of my sanity in this town. Not to mention that ridiculous dog is not getting out of my head.
You're having the Pugsy dream still?
They've never stopped. Go to bed at night, there he is. Demented little bug eyes boring into my brain. This last one, he's staring at this enormous hole in the floor of the bookstore. And he looks back at me and he says, "You will find your destiny or you will find your doom underground."
Dear, that's not very clear, is it?
I don't know what Pugsy wants. I wish there was some kind of charm, some spell, incantation, remedy, potion, poultice, that anything that I could put on my forehead to get that damn dog out of my brain.
Jeez, Mark. I thought you were kind of strange before, but dreams about a dog?
So, Mark, when you say there's something about Pugsy, what do you mean?
This is something my mother told me, and you two have to keep it quiet. But there is something particular about this dog. The dog The dog is a vessel that contains the spirit of...
Mark, have you tried these new candies? The B&B Brickman candies. They're so good. I wanted to make sure you have enough for tonight, and I can leave them out after the election and he is mayor.
No. Brick will never be mayor. No, Brick. Do you remember, Mark? Remember that time that glorious, beautiful Mayor Frost? He went down to the Jackhole River because someone brought an alligator to Broken. And Mayor Frost, he was strong, and he took his shirt off and his beautiful hair and his gleaming body, and he took that alligator by force, and he brought it to George, and they made beautiful handbags for everyone. Remember? It was a glorious time for Broken.
I seem to remember that was Bob and Mabel Sharon who did that.
Right,
It wasn't Mayor
and I
Frost.
could never sell any of those.
But the mayor has done so many. That trip, it was so fun. Margaret took us on that glorious trip. It was wonderful. Yeah.
That's a good trip. Yeah, I remember that Frost did that. That was a good time.
That was wonderful.
Still not voting for him, but that was a good time.
It was fun until we almost all perished.
it was...
The great times we have had in this wonderful town. We're more like a family. Brick is not part of this family. We need to support the head of our family.
The absent head of our family.
Well,
Precisely, absent mayor. Now we have Brick, who we know what his heart is really about.
I'll tell you, his heart has been drilled out and has nothing in it. Just like that maniac Gordy, if that is his real name. Please, it's important to vote. Vote for Mayor Frost.
Okay.
Please vote for Mayor Frost.
All right, Heather, thank you for that information. But everybody, I want you to know that, of course, this is Brick's election eve party, and we're all here to support him. And I would just like to announce the man of the hour is here. And Brick, you know, I have to tell you, when you started this campaign, I was certainly pretty hesitant, and I was not gonna at all ever consider even voting for you. But, well, you've changed my mind, Brick. Over the last few weeks, I've seen a side of you that I hadn't seen before, and I think I speak for everyone here that we're all really excited for you. How about a speech? Everybody, let's give it up for Brick. Brick.
Thank you.
Say a few words, Brick.
Thank you very much. I really am happy to have you here tonight. And when I'm mayor, I will make sure that this town has prosperity, safety, and security for its people. And that man shouldn't be judged for what he's done. I'm thinking that a man should be judged on what he's doing for his town. But anyway, I just want you to say tomorrow it's your choice.
It's your choice. Remember who has been mayor of this town for the past 20 years. Who has taken care of you?
Well, gee, thank you for that, Heather.
Well, you have my vote, Brick. You know, I always thought you were sort of a backstabbing jerk, but now I know you're not backstabbing at all.
Well, thank you, old man Fletcher.
Well, Brick, I've created just for you a special Mayor Brickman blend of beans that from the Hurrah region of Ethiopia.
Oh, Bert, those look lovely. Here, can I smell?
Oh, my smell.
Let me smell
Gorgeous.
those.
Smell that.
Ooh,
They
that's
have a nice
delicious.
blueberry note.
Wow.
Smell it from here.
Thank you so much.
You know, Brick, you should make that for tomorrow morning. Like at breakfast time, we could have a cup of that coffee and celebrate our big election day tomorrow.
What, you and I?
Yeah, sure, why not?
You wanted the coffee so you and Rose could drink it together. Yes. Oh, yes, that's why I made it, of course. Yes, wonderful.
All right, let's raise our glasses. I'd like to toast you all.
Stop the presses! Whoa, everybody, put down your glasses of yes.
Joey?
Put down, spill out your champagne.
Grab a glass, Joey.
No, I don't drink on the job, and that's what I'm here for, on the job. Y'all know how I've been doing research into Brick's past. I have some info that's gonna make you reconsider your vote tomorrow.
Joey.
I looked
Joey,
through
please.
all the files, even in the state offices in Juneau, and here is a scoop. You want to know who's responsible for that horrible driller in Mark's store right now? Huh? It's because of him.
Brick?
Him, Brett Brickman.
What?
20 years ago, Brick arrived in Broken, and the first thing he did was convince Mayor Keeley to sell all those mineral rights. Mayor Keeley retired the next day. What a coincidence. And moved to the Bahamas. And Brick got a huge cut of the money. Yes. I'm afraid I have something else to add here. Even worse. I found that permit Brick and Mayor Keeley used to give away all our rights. Take a look right here. This is the permit. You know who signed that? Heather O'Hearn.
Heather?
You
You signed away the mineral rights?
All right, you found me out. I just started my job in Broken, and I was so happy to be part of this wonderful community. And they needed a permit. That was my job. They said I had to get this permit. I mean, I was new. I didn't know. I wanted to go places in this town, and
So let's get this straight. You wrote the world's most lenient permit to kill my bookstore.
I didn't even know what those words meant on the permit. They filled everything out. They just said, you sign here and keep your mouth shut and everything will be fine. I was just following orders.
Heather, you knew this all this time? You knew Brick was responsible for the driller in town and you didn't tell us? How could you do that to us, Heather?
Well, nothing ever happened. Nothing ever came of it. And I never gave Brick another permit. I swore I was never going to let anything bad to happen to this town.
Here. It's not your fault.
It's not?
No, you were young and naive.
I was young and naive.
And Mayor Keeley, he was really quite a jerk.
He wasn't the nicest boss. I mean, not like the mayor now.
Brick, you killed my bookstore.
It was 20 years ago, Mark. So
And
don't-
you
know-
managed to get paid.
Okay, fake news. We don't have a witness to anything. 20 years is a long time.
Tosh, we have the permit right here. Look, it says Brett Brickman, Mayor Keeley, and Heather O'Hearn signed that permit. Brick, how could you do that?
Well, once again, I was trying to bring revenue into this town.
Don't
Any
you
way
see
I
what you
could.
have done? You have destroyed Mark's bookstore. You've potentially destroyed the entire town. You've sold the entire mineral rights to this
Well,
Canadian drilling company.
Things are different now than they were then. All
I
right?
don't think they are, Brick. I think you've tried to snowball us all to believe that you have changed. But God, it's all about the money for you, isn't
Rose,
it?
I would never.
I just
lie to
stop
you.
talking to
Turning
me.
over a new leaf.
What kind of leaf is this? I've got to go. I can't even be
Rose.
here. Goodbye.
Rose.
I can't even be here.
I'm going to go follow her. You have managed to get your filthy hands all over everything I love in this town. Thank you very
Mark,
much,
please
Brick.
don't.
Is that how you built that house, that mansion up on the hill?
I built that with hard work, George.
And cash. Remember? You told us how you paid cash for that.
Look, I made money out of it. And I never thought they would drill here. There's no oil under here.
You drove a stake through the heart of this town.
What are all of you people doing here?
Oh my goodness.
I've been looking all over town for you.
It's really him.
Oh, no.
Who is that?
It's the one, the only Mayor Tommy Frost.
I'm back in Broken.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, Margaret. I always love seeing you, Margaret.
Welcome
and
home,
there's
Mayor
George. George is
Frost.
still alive. That's
Oh my
surprising.
goodness.
Thank you for joining us for Broken Alaska, radio's only ongoing improvised drama series. Starring in this week's episode were Michael Crowley as Mark, Paul Einhorn as Brick, Mike Fuller as Bert, Gordy, Old Man Fletcher, and the announcer, Kayla Vern Jazz as Tosh, Julie Bragg as Heather, Carrie Aguila as Rose, Carol Sparrow as Joey, and George Birch Wirtz as George. It was written, directed, edited, and produced by Carrie Aguila and Mike Fuller. Music by Audionautics.com. We'd tell you what's coming up next time on Broken Alaska, but since it's improvised, you'll know as soon as we do.